I just finished my new journal. I have a few journals on the go, but I made this one specifically for a show, not a show, for a get together on February 15th at a local junk journal, I wouldn't say convention, but it's just a little get together at a local pub, like in the back party room. And it's the first time I attend, and I'm looking forward to it. So I made this quite a few days ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I just finally put the signatures in. It's just, or rather one signature. And this is mainly just to go to that event each time they have one and just draw faces in them or do some collage. Anyway, I made a really cool tie. I actually saw this on a channel this morning. Katie Lyman, that's who it is. I was looking at her recent really beautiful colorful journal, and I noticed that she had this closure, and that was really simple. It just went around and attached to here. I wish my strings would have been a little bit longer, but I'll maybe next time. I used some beads, these yellow and white ones. They come from my grandma from the 70s. I took apart a little toy that she made for me, and I wanted to incorporate them into my journal making for the next next few years, as a reminder of her. And then some beautiful, I think these are porcelain. So just super simple, some paint on the front. I made my own little flowers, and I love this quote, don't let the heart that didn't love you keep you from the one that will. I'm still waiting. Anyway, these are just really rough pages. I made a pocket in the front here with some painted papers that I will be bringing to the event, ones that I can draw from and maybe cut for collage. I did not leave these pages plain. This one has a bit of, I believe, just white paint, not gouache. This is white paint. I took a stencil on here, and I used some abandoned coral. That was a present from my cousin. Thank you. A little bit of gold on the edges. This is just an old calendar that I found at work, and I may or may not draw on it. More paint. The back of the calendar, I put some, cleaned out my gouache palette, and I just painted it on top of there. And I just took any small pieces I had in my ephemera, and I just stapled them to the edge there. Another part of the calendar, really pretty. This comes from a book. These are just white, but that's fine. I can always use crayons on here. This is an old calendar with gouache, and then I pasted a piece of shipping paper over top. More of that really thick, almost cardstock. I guess it's kind of a shipping paper, but it's not the stuff that you crunch up. Some green, some gold, white. That'll make a really nice backdrop. And there's the back. Life is beautiful. Another calendar. I think it just breaks it up too, right? I can always write in here if I wanted to. Or I could collage someone on the water. Just a random piece of painted paper here. And these are just two pieces of white paper put together. And then I covered the seam with a thin shipping paper. And I had I did a 5-hole signature, and I put it in, kept the string in the middle. Another back of the calendar, and the front of the calendar. There's that other old calendar that was at the front. And I got some new Colgate toothpaste at the dentist, so I put that on there. Made a nice little tab. Although it doesn't stick out very much, it keeps the page really nice and stiff and easy to grab as you're turning the pages. Isn't this beautiful? I could write a little note here. And more pages to draw. back of the calendar again. Here's one of my stamps that I made. So there are plenty of pages to draw on here. I don't want it thick, and I think my favorite pages so far are the white paint on the thick shipping paper with the gold around. And there's the back. And then I did some stenciling on the back. And that's it. That is my new junk journal to draw. Thanks for watching. Bye.